So in this video I'm going to be sharing our story, what was involved, but more importantly the costs that were involved in replacing the power pole. So today I'm investigating along with my dad what will be involved in renewing our power pole. We have a private power pole and this pole has been condemned. You'll see it's been given the red X because it's no longer safe to keep using. Mind you, when the original owner was setting this place up, he would have probably got this power pole from the bush. As you can see, there's plenty of bush, beautiful hardwood trees here on our property. And it's likely that he got one of these poles. He definitely did he, Dad? Yeah, okay. So the owner, Michael Kaprazak, definitely got the pole off the property. But that was probably, would have been, what, over 40 years ago? It was in the 80s. So easily 40 or more years ago. It wasn't a treated pole, it was just a hardwood pole, but it's lasted very well. But it's been condemned and we are responsible for getting it replaced with a licensed contractor. So one day I was inside, busy doing stuff, and I heard this whirring sound and I wondered what it was. Bring it here, Dudley. Good boy. Bring it here. Bring the ball. Bring the ball. Good boy. You're clever. And anyway, it started to get louder and louder. And I went outside and saw this drone hovering around our sheds, a power pole. And I began to wonder what was going on. I thought someone was filming our property. Anyway, a couple of days later, we realised our power pole had a red X on the side of the pole. And we were sort of thinking, well, it sounds like it might have been condemned. And sure enough, about a week or so later, we got a letter in the mail saying our power pole had been condemned and we needed to replace it. So this is the letter that I received, notifying us that we needed to get a new power pole. And in the letter, it gave a list, a website rather, that you could go to see a list of licensed electrical contractors that we could approach for quotes for the work. I've got quite a few quotes come back in. They vary from just under 6,000 without GST to well over 8,000. So quite a considerable difference between quote costs. So we're doing our due diligence to see if we can lessen the costs somehow. Okay, so here goes. I'll get in the excavator and we'll see whether we can assist with our own excavator and lift the new pole into position. See, we're over halfway, above the halfway mark of the pole. We may be able to do it. We'll see. Okay, so Dad, we've looked at the measurements that we've got from the wire above the drive area where the cars are parked, and it seems that our calculations are that if we put a shorter pole in here to replace this one, a steel one, it'll drop the wires too much, and so there won't be that minimum of 4.7 clearance of the wires to the house. Yeah. So what are you thinking we should...
I think we just stick with the existing height.
Yeah. So we've made the decision to replace this pole with a like timber treated hardwood pole rather than go with the steel pole option.
Yeah, it's not tall enough.
No, yeah. Okay, so that's good. We've made progress in knowing which way we're headed. Now it's a matter of looking at the quotes and what they different ones offer. So there's a range of between 6 and almost 9,000 actually.
Yeah.
So the next stage is that we have a look at the quotes and see if we can negotiate a suitable quote price that we're happy with and that they're happy to do.
Yeah.
We've just got to decide now whether we can manage putting a pole in ourselves.
Well, I think there's a fair chance if we dig down, because it's got to go in about 6 foot.
Yeah.
And put a 45-degree angle.
Yeah. I think they did this 40 odd years ago without all the high tech equipment, and we've got an excavator put on the.
I think they had a sort of a crane thing.
Yeah,
put it in with.
We can put on the trench bucket, use a chain, lift it, and it'll slide in on the 45-degree angle. And we've already got the slope here to help us with that.
Yeah.
But we just need to talk to the contractor that we decide to go with, and just see if they're happy for us to work in with them, so that they can approve it all and sign it off. So it's a certified pole that's done to qualification.
It's surprising how long the things have got to be.
It is.
So many
Well,
meters
this one.
up above, and then
Well, if you have a look here,
2 meters down below the ground.
I measured this one. It's 7.5 meters to the wires to this point, and it's 1.2 meters to the ground from this point. So that gives us 8.9 meters from ground to wires.
And then you need another 2 meters into the ground.
Yeah. So, all right. So we've made good progress today with hashing out the numbers. I've just got to talk to the contractors and see which one we go with, and whether they'll allow us to do some of the work and save ourselves some money. So the contractor I went with was actually not the cheapest, but much cheaper than the majority of the other quotes. But what really helped me make the decision as to who to go with was his friendliness and his accommodating style. I had several conversations with him on the phone, and he was a really nice chap to chat to and talk through my concerns. So it gave me confidence in him that he'd be a good person to work with me with my concerns and focus on quality. So we went with him in the end, and we've been very pleased with his work. But the story doesn't end here. Join us in part 2 as we overcome the challenge of getting the pole on site and finally getting it erected. Here? No. Get the ball. Good boy, yeah. Get the ball. Yeah. Bring it here. Yeah. You're a silly little fella. So one day, bring it here, Dudley. Where's your ball? Bring it here. Where's your ball? No more ball throwing? You had enough now. That's the way. Good boy. Good boy. Where's your ball? Good boy. Bring it here. Good boy.